Alright, Pastafarians, I'm back. It's about, well, the alarms are going off, so it's about something o'clock. 3:30, I think. I did urinate, so that's nice. I feel a million times better. It was up here at Noodles and Company. While I was there, I was reminded that I didn't eat before I came out here. So I was again in violation of the fifth. And so I ate. And now I feel great. And I've urinated. I've also had something, to drink. So I'm worried I have to pee again very soon. But, we'll see. Hopefully this time that we have together won't be filled with ruminations about urinations. Thoughts about peeing. If you do see it again, sorry to say the same old lines over and over, but I started over, so I've got to do the same old lines over and over. I'm schizophrenic. Here I am on the 16th Street Mall, which is my usual beat. I come down here whenever Flying Spaghetti Monster helps me to clear some time in my life to oppose the hate preachers who come down here and peddle their myth addiction. I think we all have to sort of take a local responsibility, do some local work to help our communities become more reasonable and rational, more Pastafarian. So right now, you're joining me as I walk up and down the mall here, looking for hate preachers. I often do this without streaming, but for the past few years I've had this, hello there, do be safe. I've had this real life job, and so I only get down here like once a week, so I really tend to, it's not just a thing I do every day anymore, so I feel like my weekly efforts can be shared. If my daily efforts when I was doing it were very repetitive, I suppose. Very samey stuff to be subjecting people on the internet to. Again, sorry for using you as a sort of hand, but I do want more hands. Here we are in front of the pavilions. The other day I saw that one of my religious friends were having a meeting down in there. One of their low-key church services in the Coyote Ugly there, or just underneath it. So that's funny. Can't believe this road is still closed here. Though, unfortunately, closed a little bit. Doesn't look we've got this person here directing traffic. Let's try to stay out of the way of the work people here. Wonder where the street preachers might be today, if indeed they are here today. If you see anybody preaching anywhere around town, like at the college or maybe at Red Rocks at a fucking concert or anything, anybody telling you that you're doing anything evil by participating in cannabis or cannabis culture, please do send them my way. I'd love to talk to them. I'd love to talk at them as loudly as they love to talk. There's lots to be said about it. And of course, since I don't like creating and arguing with straw men, I tend to wait till I have a real myth believer in front of me to address what it is they actually believe. Though, I will talk about some of the YouTube arguments or Facebook arguments that I've been having. No, actually I won't. They are not that interesting. Neither are they with people who know what they're talking about. Neither are they engaged with people who are well informed. So that makes them worse than uninteresting, in my opinion. I could be wrong about that. But I'm going to head down here as far as I can, or not as far as I can. Most of the way to Union Station here is where the preachers like to hang out. Maybe all the way to Union Station, perhaps. I'll think about it. I've limbered up today, came down early, did eat a meal because, Flying Spirit Monster did remind me to eat. So I'm feeling great. I do a lot of walking here. Check the schools. Tell me if anybody is preaching out there. I'll head that way and talk to them. But more to the point, I could sermonize about marijuana and how helpful it is as far as like contextualizing processes that are happening inside of your mind and body. One of the problems that we have with religion is that every person around us feels like the religion that they are constructing in their minds, and I suppose minds is sufficient, is a true religion. Everybody believes that. If you talk to any of these people around here and you ask them what their religion is, they'll describe it, and then if you ask them if it's true, they'll explain to you that it's more true than almost any of the others. So I think that's a belief everybody holds here. And there are people who hold on a minute, we've got a little bit of a musical guest here. Please do check out my Patreon for your way of supporting these artists here. Right now I have from my patrons this here, cash. Hold on a moment, I'm going to switch hands so we can participate in local music. Here is some money to tip. Hello there. We really appreciate what you do for the street here. I'm going to live stream some of your data here to my people. Keep it up, man. The summer's going to be a blast. So please do support our local artists here, including our young friend here. And of course, you can do that by coming down here, standing there and shilling for him. Not shilling for him, just standing in his crowd and appreciating him is practically shilling for a lot. I mean, if someone was doing that for me, I bet I could get 3 times the engagement. I just had a shill. If anyone wants to come down and shill for me, appreciate that. I do need a straight man. Most of my quest is looking for someone to oppose. When there's nothing to oppose, my lines are very severely limited. Things that I can and want to say are not voluminous, except in response to some nonsense. So hopefully we can keep it that way by finding some nonsense. Though, as you can confess, a lot of what I'm saying is practically nonsense to fill the space until I get down to the other end where the preachers might be. Might, but are not. So we were talking about weed. So, I was about to talk about, before we we're treated to that small piece of live music, which if you would pay me more, we could record more, so that we're not taking advantage of the local artists, we're supporting them. Can't stick around and give it to people for free. I think that would be unethical, I think. Do check that channel, that person's channel. Hopefully the links were clear. It was like turned around like this, so I didn't turned it around. So it was all like weird. I'm arriving at a place where the my local group of Black Hebrew Israelites weekly haunts, right down here in front of the Money Building, a building that is kind of the Treasury. I don't know. Just looking at the money again recently, now that we're here thinking about it, and it like says the Federal Reserve of Kansas. Is that right? I understand that correctly. Isn't Kansas like a very recent invention? Like one of the last 10 states, right? Was Kansas? I think. I don't know too much of my history. So here we are at 341 on Denver's 16th Street Mall. Not too much going down, just a normal Tuesday. Not too many stoners out and about talking about stony culture, aside from myself. Yeah. Because it's so fucking cold, I think. But let's continue along this way. See if anybody's at Union Station because I think that's a cool place to be. Problem with Union Station is you're just preaching to travelers like yourself, right? Like, why travel to preach to travelers? If you just wait till they come home, you can just preach to them at their homes, which would be ideal, I think, for most people involved. Because nobody wants sermons during vacation. Here to vacate that sort of thing. I think we're having a very high stakes set of games here. Come on down and play some chess if you know what the fuck you're doing. These people will own you at chess. They'll make you feel foolish and be like, geez, I guess I didn't even really know what chess was until today. It's just sort of theoretical until I came down here and got my arse handed to me by local chess hustlers. Not to accuse anyone of anything maybe untoward. So here I am down at there's a public restroom sign there. I should have waited. Though again, thank you to News and Company for the kind use of the restroom, and I am sad that the founding fathers didn't think to themselves, oh, and a place to pee. Everyone's going to need that. They're like, no, everyone needs the government not to ask them to put soldiers in their house. Very, very important. We have the right to not have soldiers quartered in our homes. Not every person should have a right to pee, and every person obviously has a right to breathe the air. Not sure why that's not enshrined in our great documents. Well, I suppose they are now. So that's good. It's nice to continue to develop these documents. And again, wow, what a bust today's 420 celebration is. No one's down here talking about anything, and what a sort of mixed blessing that is to have a nice quiet day, have a vacation from the preachers, but also, it's been 730 days since we really had our last major marijuana celebration. So, a bit excited for that. A bit behind on my want for that. And I think a lot of people around might also feel the same way. So, if you feel like that, why don't you get some marijuana and wherever you're at, smoke it, and then together we'll be smoking marijuana down here in public in Denver on April the 20th, even though it snowed yesterday. I do recall, though, previous April 20th celebrations being rained on. Seems like a very, very common occurrence now that I think about it. Zero preachers. Man, alright, I guess they all have to work in their real lives. They can't take the day off. So did I. Man, last week I was getting really upset because no one was telling me that they were arriving. I am surprised to find out that's because no one is arriving. How stunned and surprised I find myself. Though, going to keep it up till at least 4:20. And if you are partaking in marijuana today, happy 420 to you. Amen to one of the greatest gifts that we have. Oh, I haven't even finished my sermon about marijuana. That under the influence of marijuana, you're able to sort of differentiate that, or not differentiate that idea, but synthesize that idea that all these people believe they have the true religion, and the feeling that you have the true religion is the same feeling that these people are suffering from. You're probably just as wrong as they are, which is quite demonstrably and probably dangerously wrong. A lot of these people do not have the true religion. What they have is merely a way of acting such that they don't have to be afraid of being destroyed by this society, which is, it was the threat back in the day, was that if you don't fit in correctly, you're going to be removed. I think though we have outgrown those ideas. Definitely in our true religion we've outgrown those ideas. Hopefully the society will catch up with Pastafarianism very, very soon. Though I suppose it won't be without much effort on our part. Pastafarians, we're going to have to explain how this reality ought to catch up. Let's listen now again to Jay West. Check him out on SoundCloud. Check out his Cash App and his Venmo. Live now at the 16th Street Mall. Come on down and enjoy the fucking live music. So yeah, it is nice to see though that this city is not like what the Florida beaches seem to be, which was beyond reason. Though I do wonder how Boulder the college in Boulder is doing right now, with how many frustrated kids there are still up there. They're not down here, it seems, so I suppose they stayed up there today. I'm headed back now to Civic Centre Park here. See if anything is picked up. We might walk by the Capitol, get a shot of the Ten Commandments monument sitting there, violating the First Amendment on public land, and show how nothing can be done about that despite our best efforts. But the Christians in this nation are absolutely legislating their mythology and eschatology onto this reality. Still very quiet down here at the mall, back at a place that is quite common to preach at. Again, no preachers visible. Often I see a man here standing with a sign. I do see some people setting up drums here. Some local music about to happen again down here on the 16th Street Mall. Going to blow my nose here. Pardon me. I don't, my apologies, sorry. Best of luck, best of luck. Do you have like something to show my viewers here, like take a picture of your like channel or anything? Cool, be warm, man. See you soon. I guess I should carry around rolling papers. Let's head down to the park again. I sort of don't have a watch on me. Let me know what time it is if we're getting close. Again, I'm sad to say that what I'm finding today is second lack of festivities in a row. Though, again, that's to be expected. The event was cancelled all the way back in March 8th, which I thought was just going to limit the amount of people who they could keep, or they would have to when it was official, you had to have your bags checked as you went through. Now nobody's checking your bags. You'd be in the same place you could 2 years ago. Less people are disallowed from being there, really, is what I thought was going to go down. But again, I'm pretty bad at seeing the future. Try as I might. I do have to confess, but I've only ever seen the present. But I've only ever really just remembered the past, and then I've never quite gotten to the future. So far, we'll see. The Capitol building is about a block away. The street here is not doing well with salt and the buses, and so I thought that these quarter-ton paving stones might do fine, but the case is that it's not. It has to be repeatedly fixed and stuff. It's very expensive work of art here that we are using, right? Some art just goes up on the wall. Others gets driven on by a fleet of low emissions buses, from what I understand. From what I understand, they're low emissions. Might be wrong about that. Maybe they just say they're low emissions so nobody hates them, but they're just comparing themselves to like buses 100 years ago. It's really hard to know lower compared to what? Probably leading brands, eh? Lower than the leading brand. There's signs here that are saying up or downtown. Up the end. They want us to call it up the end now. Is that somewhere around here? I can't see it. I can't see shit, eh? Because of how sunshiny it is. Fucking sunshine. I'm really goddamn sick of it. It's been around for days and days, glaring all up into my eyes, warming everything up. Ugh. Civic Centre Park is, or station rather. I didn't do my vocal exercise, but said I would. Civic Centre Station is up ahead. My walk, I confess, has slowed down. Not running anywhere. Although my bladder is letting me know that it's not done with me. I was hoping that. No, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Someone was offering me bus tickets so that I could use it. What's left over. Very kind of people down here. I've been offered quite a few things today. Very exciting that this has become a place where people can give each other gifts and come together as neighbours in a community with goodwill. Oh fuck! I think nothing's going down. Let's go to the Capitol, give it a look, and chill there until nothing happens at 4:20. I have heard that we have a verdict in the trial that has engaged the sense of justice of this country. It just happened. I haven't really, digested any of the information that I have found. So hopefully I can think about that and talk about it later. Because I think, again, I'm not doing it later, I'm doing it right now because I'm a dope, but I think they were the wrong charges, is that right? But oh well, what are you going to do? You get what you pay for, I guess. I haven't put a lot of money into the justice system, but I think all paying for it. So, have to wonder how effective it might be. Because I think a lot of people have put a lot of money in it, so I think they might be effective for them. It's cool, good for them. It'd be nice if, I think I would be happy if I felt like the justice system would give me what I wanted. Well, I guess I can't quite afford it yet. Though, a guilty verdict, or 3 guilty verdicts, at least 3 guilty verdicts to be like, something happened here that it's quite criminal, and more that happened that is immoral, and that's not really the same line. Criminality and immorality are not equivalent. I do understand. I'm not trying to say they ought to be. But what I am trying to do is catch up with the changes here at Civic Centre Park. If I can see what anything's going down, and I think the answer is this Assurance Wireless company wants to sell you cell phones. I suppose that's as good a hustle as the man over there was doing with the Bible. Let's head up here to the Capitol, see if we can get a shot from up there. Sort of timing, I don't even know what time it is, 30 something? I did have 2 Sprites while I was eating my beef stroganoff, so I might have to pee again. Happily, at the Noodles and Company, they told me the code, so I have that locked away in my brain to be able to be used again in case of emergency. I can't share it with you because you haven't purchased anything at that store. If you do call them up and find me something to eat and drink, I'll tell you the code to their restroom, because you are a customer, a patronizing customer, patronizing their establishment, being very patronizing about humans who have to pee. Again, I'm sorry, I just keep talking about having to pee. I don't know what it is. I just really have to pee again. Fuck! It's like going to ruin my... I was super excited. It was going to be my big important stream. And now it's just getting ruined by my bladder. Oh well. Best laid plans, eh? There's supposed to be people here. And then I could be like, hey, hi. I'm a Pastafarian. Have one of these. You can learn about Pastafarianism or change your life. But then here we are, Lincoln Park. It's still gated. Nobody's allowed into Lincoln Park to see the statues there. The First Amendment violation again, the 10 Commandments monument. What else we got going on here? Oh shit! Oh fuck, ladies and gentlemen. Chats. Let me get the sun to be where I want it. And why are you wearing a muzzle? Hold on. I can't read this. Let me flip it over. Who is this? Someone is talking to... Oh, quite a bit. Let me get in the shade. No, there's no shade to be had, Pastafarians. Yo, says Lovelex. Hello. Craig J. Davies. Oh, hey, Craig J. Davies. How you been? I watched your videos back when you had that, the palsy there and you were giving up alcohol for a minute and Christianity as well. What are you looking for? I'm looking for street preachers, myth addicts, myth peddlers out here preaching the Bible and hate. All the street preachers are at home smoking for 420. Yeah, all but one. I wish they had sent me the memo. I guess they did send me the memo, I just didn't believe it. I guess I should have reread that memo. Also, why are you wearing a muzzle outdoors? In fact, why are you wearing a muzzle anyway? This is what I'm wearing during this season. This is my costume for this season. I think it looks great. I think it really makes my eyes pop. You know, muzzle is sort of metaphorical for what I'm wearing. And I think that you can agree that it's hard to say that I'm muzzle while I'm live streaming, right? The time here in Wales, it's 23:03. If you're after the Christians, and please leave my brothers and sisters alone. God is not mocked. We reap what we sow. Seems a bit nonsensical what you just screamed there. They are not your sisters and brothers, pardon me. They're in fact your also believers. They're not siblings, they're just merely also believers. I had a very similar situation. There were a group of people that I called family, and the hard truth was they were merely a pseudo-family. What they actually were was also addicts. I'm good, man. How are you? Super good, super good. Other than the fact that I have sort of cashed in all of my goodwill points at work to be here, to not miss the local preachers or the interstate preachers that may have arrived. And again, none are here. None interstate preachers have arrived. So I put all my chips on red, as it were, and came up double zeros, perhaps. There's sort of like a piece of ice right here. A conglomeration of ice. Just chilling here. Seems to be etched with a world map. Here again, those round earthers trying to spread their propaganda. I suppose that's what the prop part of that word means. Propagate their ideas. Pardon me. I'm drunk right now as well. Huh. Oh, drink some more. I thought you had to quit that. Is that right? I'm a Christian, but not a mentalist. Alright. I'm fucking with you, man. Find the preachers. I am attempting to find the preachers. If you've got a bead on them, let me know. Here's what Civic Centre Park looks like right before 420 on April 20th. More people than last year, though again quite a long sight from where we have been in years previous. This space, of course, was occupied quite frequently in the last year by groups of people who were saying that what they saw happen to George Floyd was unconscionable. And I think today, hopefully, some of that will some of that feeling of justice might come to those people here on the ground were painted in chalk George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, who are unintelligible now. The flow of time has turned those temporary murals into, I suppose, entropy is the only really way I can land that sentence there. Thank you, everyone, especially you drunk Welsh people, for joining us for 420 here in the one and only Denver, Colorado. First to recreational, tied for first. Look at this. Meet your neighbors. Join the movement. The CPUSA. Messages being posted down here in the centre of our civic park. Though this is the capital. Next to it is Lincoln Park, all walled up. And past that is Civic Centre Park. So, you know, not to be imprecise about it. Alright, going to be walking across the street here. Again, past a very dystopian looking Lincoln Park. And it's hard not to think as I walk through it that I don't think I really would have made it as a wise man, and I don't think I'd be very good at being a poor man and resorting to stealing. I think I'd be pretty bad at that. I don't know why, but there's always something here to remind me. There's no clocks around. Much like a casino, nobody wants you to know what time it is down here. They want you to lose track of time so that the sunk cost fallacy is more effective on your psyche. I don't know what to call it. It's contained in your brain though, right? What do you call it? Part of your mind? Jesus fuck, I gotta pee so bad. What the hell? I don't even recall drinking this much today. Maybe I fucking had tons to drink last night and I don't even remember it. Man. Here we go. Right there. I think I will. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just fucking sick of some things going on in this country. I'm sick of the Christians thinking there's a goddamn Christian nation when they literally signed a goddamn treaty within the first 20 years of this nation's existence that we are in fact not a Christian nation. We're a secular nation, and then I see fucking shit like this here, violations of the First Amendment. Let's go fucking look at it. Man, I wouldn't have vented if that poll hadn't told me to. I would have just, tried to have been kind and entertaining and not really think about those things that make me so incredibly angry. But then this poll, on this poll was a sign, and I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. And so now I am going to tell you, we're going to visit the clear violation of the First Amendment. Or maybe not. Maybe, every time I get over here to Lincoln Park, I also think to myself that to get here I've tried so hard and traveled so far. In the end, I just don't fucking care anymore. I don't even know why I would go there without Ten Commandments Monument as a violation of the First Amendment. In the end, it doesn't even matter. But again, it's over there. We've done a big circle around it. We're facing it right now. I guess I can cross here. Get you some shots of the sky and shit. Have you ever been to Wales, which is American for Wales? I've not. I've flown over it, but from what I understand, part of my people, some of my people were Welsh. I think the majority of them are Londoners, though we've been from America for quite some time. It's about as close as we can get there. That Ten Commandments Monument, fucking piece of shit, sitting right there, like a fucking monument to hatred and misogyny, monument to homophobia, and toxic politeness, right? Christians are all like, no, we're good people. We're just telling our gay kids that God hates them. I'm still like being nice to them, There it is, sitting right there. There's other monuments here. Here's one to some sort of Egyptian pharaoh's penis. Over there's some guy that fought in a war, probably for moral reasons, you know. Look at this. Even the words on the streets have sort of worn away. I think that alarm we just heard was the quarter hour. Is that right? What time is it now in Wales? Definitely Dre says he's found guilty. Light up. Let's do light up, everybody. Let's do celebrate that. Hopefully the system of justice we have here is capable of overcoming all the systems that are laid against it, I suppose. It's the kindest, or at least paranoid way of saying it, eh? Hopefully those anti-pasties can't turn the justice system that we've developed. Hello there, squirrel. Well, we've got to sort of leave alone. Sorry about that, my friend. But here we are, down again, Civic Centre Park, right against our forum again. The building here, the amphitheatre, is an homage to the type of building that they built back in Greece and then in Rome. This is the place where bored people congregated, and I suppose they didn't have TV back then. They weren't capable of alleviating their boredom on such an industrial scale as we can. So you can imagine all the people that would come down to a place like this and talk about truth and morality. The ways that they would talk to each other, the multitude of languages and points of view that they would have used to convey these ideas to each other. The passions and raucous laughter that probably overtook them during these conversations. Some of the best of which I think they might have immortalized in the dialogues of these cultures. Again, my apologies for becoming emotional here in this one of the holiest of our temples. Across the way we have as well a little bit different fountain flanked by a curved hallway, a curved colonnade, a stoa, the place where the Stoics were hanging out to develop their ideas. Some of the very earliest thinkers in the world gathered in places exactly like this. More, I mean, this is an homage to the places where those people gathered. And I invite you to gather here with us as well as we this year attempt to oppose the Christianization of this country and the over mythological beliefs of many of our neighbours here on this planet. Hopefully we can explain to them how dangerous and irresponsible it is. Thank you for joining me, everybody, down here, 420 in Denver, right here at Civic Centre Park. Happy 420, everybody. joyous to not be criticized by those people from out of our community who would come here to condemn us for our religious practices. Though, if you do see anyone around doing such a thing, let me know, for I should tell them to fuck off. How nice that, again, it was not required this year. Pastafarians, I'm gonna fuck off right now. I'm gonna head home and get really fucking high and be happy that for the moment my city seems to be free of myth peddlers, free of hate preachers, free of the so-called Holy Bible. So do join us as we attempt to remove that violation of the First Amendment. Might be able to get that done this year. Check out our loot here, our merchandise catalog, where you can get a shirt and a cup and all that shit people love to purchase. Happy 420, everybody. See you real soon.